Hi, this is T.H. Mulhane for Solar Cities. I'm here with Ron and Patty Plum. Ron is behind the camera. Patty's standing next to me. And then Peggy Rubel's right next to me over there. And we're here in Redding, California, finishing up Redding's first Solar Cities IBC tank-based biodigester. What we're going to be doing now is we're going to do the finish by putting some axle grease, this here high-temp disc brake wheel bearing grease, into the threads of the cap of the IBC tank, because that way, even though there's an O-ring here, it won't leak gas. And that's important because we want to capture all that gas so we can use it for cooking on your barbecue. So it's that sort of last stage process. Just get a bit of goop and put it in here, and you've got to goop it up pretty good. The nice thing about doing this and not using silicone is that the silicone will dry, and then it makes it hard to remove the cap if you want to service it. It also tends to crack. But we found that this grease works perfectly well, seals it up nice, but it then slides, so it's really easy to open it when we want to open it. You may have to open the digester in a few months to get rid of a scum layer that the horse manure may form over some time. And then once you've done that, it'll never form again. But we start on animal manure to get the inoculant. That's the microbes that do the digestion. They come from an animal's gut. And then after that, we just feed it, because this is an animal. This is your domestic dragon. And you're going to feed this fire-breathing dragon, and it's going to make fire and fertilizer. So I just goop that in like that, as you can see. Here you can get a sense of where the gas is coming out. When this pipe is all the way to the bottom, it just adds stability, and it acts as a microbial surface area inside and out for the baby microbes to live and form their biofilms. That's where they do their digestion. They don't do it in the volume of the tank. The more stuff you can put in the tank of vertical surface, the more microbes will grow and do the job better. So it isn't really the size of the tank, it's the amount of surface area. And a lot of people get that wrong, and they got this massive tank and they're not getting a lot of gas. Like, why? Well, because they all hang up at the walls and the surface. That's where they make their biofilm. They want to grab on and form a little city. Microbe cities then do the processing. And then the gas can just slip out there and go up the top, and then it's wide enough that you don't get a lot of sludge, and then we reduce to 1/2 inch to go to the gas. So you'll see here. And we don't glue this part. Usually this much PVC anchored in is enough to be gas tight. If you need to, you can put some Teflon in, but normally that takes care of it. And then you can always open it, and if it does get clogged, just run a rod through and break up the clog. But that's it. It's all greased up now. And the water level is now here, so we're going to do a gas test by closing this up. And then if we can get some soap, some liquid soap, we'll soap around these gaskets, and then the pressure of the water will force the air, and then we should. And you don't have to go too tight with these, with the grease. Just tight enough so that it seals that O-ring. And then there you go. So now I'll put this on, and I'll close the valve. And that means that the air is now trapped in here. So if we're adding water and the air is trapped, we should begin to see this thing balloon out as the air begins to expand, and then we'll see if there's any leakage. We'll put some soapy water here and here if we can get some soapy water. Okay, and we can stop filming, but that's one of the basic